Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. We're on the northeast spawn of Karelia, and this one is under the command of 15JG52Brauer. Now he's got the 203mm howitzer capable of 900 alpha, and it will penetrate through 52mm of armour, and with the premium rounds it does 1200 hit points of damage and 65mm of armour. Game on! Well, you can see that 15JG52Brauer is actually selected to have 3 rounds of the premium and 3 rounds of armour piercing. Now the good thing about this Arty is you do get plenty of rounds of ammunition. You only get 20 rounds with the M53, M55, but with this one you get 40 rounds of ammunition instead, which means that you've got plenty spare to load up some premium rounds just in case. Okay, first target's coming into sight. It's a Charview Tier 4. He's managed to make it up to the horseshoe very quickly, and unfortunately he's gone into the cover of that rock, so we can't hit him now. We might be able to get a shot in this AE phase 1. Rounds out. Well, it splashed him for 86. Oh, he's doing the in-out thing. Okay, who's next? Well, over on the west side of the map, a Progetto has been seen in the T49. But we're going back to the other side of the battlefield because there's a Panzerkampfwagen 7. Very tough tank, tier 10. Rounds out. Oh, and he looked away after he fired, which is a big no-no for anyone. And he's doing the in-out thing, which is almost an automatic. I'll take control of the camera and I'll decide what you show and what you don't. And if it continues like this, I just won't show the replay at all. I'll just bin it. Okay, he's going for the AE phase 1 as soon as he's loaded. Right, I'm taking control of the camera now. Rounds out. Well, that was a direct hit for 382. Looks like he's sticking with this side of the battlefield for the moment. Mainly because our team are playing very defensively, and our E100's lost a lot of hit points, probably against that Panzerkampfwagen 7. Instead, he's actually going to try and put a round onto the A phase 1, and he splashes him for 312. He was right to aim at those two though, because they were very close together, and if he'd kept the rounds with the stun, there was a good chance that he might have stunned them both and damaged them both, and ended up with lots of stun assist. Yeah, the enemy are definitely trying to come around the corner. In fact, now we've got 2 tanks down here. But he's going back to the AE phase 1. He's backing up towards the T110E4. Well, he splashed both of them. So he definitely picked up some hit points. And he's getting some stun assists, so it is paying off. Oh, it looks like the Panzer 7 just took a big hit from somebody. And this Kranvan really does not give a 4-letter word. No, he's just decided to go straight in with his 3 rounds. And he might pay for that, but it looks like the Panzer 7's going to be on the receiving end of the shell. And he loses 244, but I think our Object 277 is now in a bit of a pickle because he was firing at the Panzer 7. And now that Kranvan's probably reloaded by now and about to hit him with the next load. And, oh, the Object 432 decides to go in and YOLO him as well. And unfortunately, we've just lost our 277. Okay, the 430 is probably going to be the next target. But he's moving very quickly. Grabs out. Splashes him for only 147. Yep. 15JG52Brauer decided it's probably better for him to leave the cap area at this moment, or rather, well, he did, and now he's changed his mind and he's turned around. And I think that's because his teammates are starting to block these guys, stop them getting any further. The Object 432 is a one-shot, and he's out the game. Okay, meanwhile over here we've got the T124 staying with the target. Rounds out. Direct hit. 280, it tracked him, it stunned him. That crampon's still there in that corner. Meanwhile, over by the horseshoe, we seem to have a Wizzy 120 and also a Type 61. There's the Type. You could probably take either of them out of the game if he can get a good shot on target. Well, maybe not the Wizzy 120 because he looks like he's got 900 hit points left. Rounds out him, and it's a direct hit. So he hasn't got 900 hit points anymore. He's probably got a lot less. And seeing as he's got fairly thin armor, I wouldn't be surprised if he's now down to a one-shot. But we've lost sight of the enemy for the moment. So I think 15JG52Brauer will probably pick the first target he spots. And it turns out to be the crampon. But we can't hit that guy because he is in defilade. He's using the rocks to cover his position. Can't see that T124 anymore. Is he dead? No, he's not. He's still in the game. Surely. Well, Charfew 204 takes a shot. Actually, no, the T124 was dead. He has already gone. That crampon's still there, still popping up every now and then. And I'm taking control of the mouse because he's doing the in-out thing again. Apparently, it's a lot of players... Not a lot of players, some players like to play with their mouse while they're playing the game. It's like a comforting thing, like sticking a piece of soft cloth in your mouth when you were young, you know, or sticking your thumb in your mouth when you were young, for that matter. Other people would call it a nervous twitch. I think some people call it very distracting though. You know what Jingles thinks of it. He doesn't like it in one bit, in the slightest. And Klaus is the same. He doesn't like it either. Okay, right. Well, the next target is a Leopard prototype making his way through the swamp area. But he's ducked into cover into that little cubby hole where you're safe from being shot at so long as you're in that corner. But you can't really do much once you're there. But enemy Arty's been spotted. It's a batch out 155. Oh, did he fire prematurely there? I think he did. That may have been a negligent discharge because the shell landed nowhere near the batch chat. Yeah, I think he was working out where he might be putting the shell, and suddenly the shell left the barrel before he was really set and on target. I've done that before. It's not a big deal. Just make sure you don't miss the next time. He's going for the spot where the batch chat was last seen. And he got him! Blind kill. Okay, so he got that one. And it's now 4 enemies left. They kind of spent themselves trying to seize our cap, and well, all of a sudden they're spent force. They've still got that leopard in the swamp, but he's kind of countered at the moment because the T-55A is holding him in place. If he decides to move away, the T-55 could have him. Now he's looking where he thinks the enemy is below, but if the enemy was there, the T-55A would have proximity spotted him. The Standard B's moving down to find where the leopard is, yet he's still there. And the Standard B's not going to take any chance, so he's just going straight in. And despite the fact the leopard's firing back, the Standard B, obviously with the auto reloader, has managed to pump a number of rounds in, but he did die. But the Emil 2 got the kill. So now there's only 3 left on the enemy team, 7 on ours. And we're just looking for where the enemy tanks might be. Oh, there's one, the Wizzy 120. He actually went round the corner. He's now got tanks behind him and tanks in front of him. But we're going for the gorilla, who dies a moment before we actually fire. But it was too late to stop the shell going out the barrel. Now there's only one enemy left. It's a Progetto 66, last seen on the west side of the map. He might be in that corner. There's a good chance he might still be there because he hasn't been spotted since. And the Emil is fairly nearby. So if 15JG52Brauer puts a round into there, this could be his wake-up call. Yeah, it might prompt him to leave the cover, realising he might get an artillery round landing on top of him if he's not careful. He did move, but he was actually moved earlier. And so we found him getting ready to launch the next round. The T-55A is doing the medium thing by trying to outflank him. And our next round, before we can fire, he's taken out by the Emil 2. And that's the end of the first game. Here's the end of the first game, and that was an ace tanker game for 15JG52Brauer in the 212A. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 13 in this one. And of course he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by others. And he only got the 1 kill in the game. It's the enemy Arty. It was a blind kill as well, which made it all the more satisfying. And his win rate was 2,853. Now, if only we could train him not to actually play with his mouse while he's moving about and to keep his eye on the target after he fires so we can see what happens to the shell. Oh, that's me. Okay, let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in this game because that went to the Object 277 and sadly was trying to fight off a number of enemy tanks trying to attack him at the same time. 4,316 hit points of damage went to him. The second highest score was the T124 with 3,753. And the third highest damage was that Progetto, the 66, got 3,035. 15JG52Brauer picked up 2,850 hit points of damage, which means that he was actually in 5th place overall on damage. When it came to kills, it was the Object 432 did the best. He got 5 kills on our team. 4 kills went to the Tortoise on the enemy team. 3 kills went to the Type 61. He managed the Leather Slaves medal, while the Object 430 also got the same medal. And, well, we can see that 15JG52Brauer only got the 1 kill, the Arty. When it came to base XP, though, he's right at the top. He got 1,056 base out of that game. 1,002 went to the Object 432 and the 277 managed 949. Now the reason he did so well was not only the fact that he did hit a lot of enemy tanks and extracted as much damage as he could out of them in the process, but he was a tier 9 firing on tier 10 tanks, and that's why he was getting extra XP for every attack he made on a higher tier opponent. He fired 15 rounds in that game. 5 direct hits, 1 penetration, 13 splash. I'm pretty sure the penetration will be that Arty. We'll just check that to make absolutely certain. Where are you? There you go. Yes, it was that one. Yep, I'm just right. Okay, and 13 splash on the enemy as well. 2,850 hit points, all of it done at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 445 hit points of damage assistance, plus 1,881 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. So stunning those tanks actually made a big difference to getting the ace tanker. 50,939 credits on a premium count, 25,469 credits from personal reserves, and 55,000 credits for completing a mission. So he took away 100, well, total was 131,408 credits. After ammunition and consumables, he took away 92,758 credits. It's still a good total. 1,584 XP, same again from personal reserves, took away 3,168 experience points altogether. So that's the end of the first battle. Let's have a look at the second one. The second battle is on the north spawn of Tundra. Game on. As you can see, 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of his howitzer. He's currently sporting a blue designation at the moment, I think his rating rather, which means he must be fairly well up the tables, much better than average. Now he's going to cross this gap here, and this can be dangerous because if there are enemy tanks watching, they might get a pot shot at him. No, he was lucky, he's got across. Okay, it looks like to me he's headed for the corner. Only 35 kilometers an hour top speed, but remember it is made from a heavy tank hull, so it is quite slow. And his first target is going to be a Wizzy 111 Model 5A. Okay, rounds out. Oh, that was good. 261 into the engine bay. Changes position just slightly, just in case the enemy Arty was watching. And the Wizzy is still there. He's playing around with his mouse again. I'm going to take control. Yeah, I think he unconsciously plays with his mouse center wheel, and that's what happens. Rounds out the Jagdpanzer, and the Jaegeru takes a hit for 248, and that was a direct hit. I think he's going to change position quite a bit. Oh, now that is a bit awkward. He knocked that tree down, and in doing so, he might have given away his position. But he's just spotted the enemy Arty actually, and that was an FB3805 moving right at the very back. I think he got spotted by one of our heavy tanks, and here comes an E100. Rams out, and he's done it again. This time round he got 373 off the E100 and 109 off the Jaegeru, but I'm going to have to take control of the camera because he immediately looks away after shooting, and I know a lot of you don't like that as well because you want to see what happens to the shell. It's not fair if you won't let us see what happens to the shell. We want to see you damage the enemy tanks. Okay, looks like the Jaegeru is going to be the next one to take this shell. Rounds out, and this time round the Jaegeru takes a hit for 245, but he loses 721 to the E100. Or was it the E100 lost 721? It looks like the E100 lost 721, yeah, because it looks like he was stunned and he took a big hit on that flat plate from one of our teammates down there, probably the IS-4. The IS-4 is perilously low on hit points, rounds out the Jaegeru, and he hits the E100 and the Jaegeru at the same time, stuns all three of them. That IS-4 is just hanging on now, and the Wizzy's about to... Or is it the Wizzy? No, the Wizzy's pulled back. Come on, put a round on top of that Jaegeru. Oh, the E100 goes down, but so does the IS-4. Okay, is he going to go for the Jaegeru? I think so. Rounds out. Yep, 350 hit points this time. He's staying here for the moment, for the duration. Okay, trying to sort out his aim. He's fallen back into a little pothole stroke dip, and I think that's affecting his aiming, so he might need to change his position slightly. He's anticipating the Jaegeru coming around the corner. He might try for a splash hit. Okay, there's the Wizzy. Dead on target, rounds out, direct hit, 361. The Wizzy 111 is now potentially a one-shot. He's certainly being kept busy on this side of the battlefield. 2,000 hit points of damage, or over 2,000 now. And there goes the Jaegeru, so he's out the game. 771 there. The Jaegeru on our team got the kill. Okay, the Wizzy's not going to be happy, and oh, well, he went down to the 705A before our shell even reached him, and so he's out the game. And now we're looking for another target, and he's found one. It's an Object Treble 7-2, the reward tank. They're trying to defend their cap area from our Conqueror. Oh, can we get a shot into this Progetto? He's tracked. Dialing in. Rounds out. Oh! Progetto dies just after we fire. And unfortunately, if we'd used that shell on the 772, we possibly could have saved the Conqueror, but, well, maybe not. I don't know. That's unfortunate. Well, we're 3 tanks up on the enemy now. Yes, 15JG52Brauer couldn't know that the projectile was about to die, and so he selected what was the most obvious target. He was already tracked as well, which made him stationary, and so yes, he did select the correct target accordingly, but unfortunately he died before our shell could hit him. Okay, we've got a tortoise moving slowly towards us. Gets shot in the rear by an Object 705 on our team. Up on top of the hill, AMX-50B. And the enemy Arty's coming to sight, rounds out the AMX-50B. Direct hit, 362. And he's playing around with his mouse again. Okay, next target's the A phase 1. But he's switching back, I think. Having a quick look at that Object 705A. No, he hasn't made up his mind yet. No, definitely hasn't made up his mind, but he has now, and he's actually going after the 777-2. Rounds out. Direct hit! Oh, it said close, so it near miss. But he managed to get 303 hit points and some stun assist afterwards. That, yes, it was stun assist, but we lose the TNH, and he's playing around with his middle wheel again. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I'm sure he's one of these guys, if you go to a waiting surgery, you know, your doctor's surgery, he probably fidgets in the waiting room because he's got nothing to play with. Next target, 705A. Not loaded yet. There's only 2 enemies left. They're both heavies. Okay, phase 1's gone. So it's just the 705A now, and he's looking from above to see if he can get the splash. Work out where he can aim it. Rounds out. He got some stun anyway. The guy was backing up, trying to get away from the leopard. If the leopard can hold him there, 15JG52Brauer can put a round in, hopefully on his rear. It might not kill him, but it certainly make him easier for our teammates to kill. Here we go. Wait for it. Rounds out. Here we go. Hit the rear. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, he stunned his own teammate in the process, but there goes the enemy, and that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game yet again for 15JG52Brauer in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal just like in the last battle for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. And he got another Confederate. This time, all the tanks he hit counted towards the Confederate because he didn't get any kills whatsoever. And his win rate was slightly lower than the last time. He got 2,416 in this one. If you remember, in the last battle, he actually got 2,853. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, in this one, we can see that the highest damage was actually done by the Strip 103B, picked up a Confederate for 4,413 hit points. Second highest damage was the Conqueror with 3,913, and the third highest damage was the enemy Object 705A, the one at the end. He got 3,748 hit points. 15JG52Brauer picked up 2,923. When it came to kills, it was the Object 705A on our team who did the best. He got a Top Gun and 6 kills. 3 kills went to the Conqueror and 2 kills went to the Jaeger on our team, the Object 705, the Wizzy 111 Model 5A, and the Object 777-2 on the enemy team. 15JG52Brauer didn't pick up any kills at all in that game, but on the other side, he actually did get one of the third highest base XP, where 1,277 went to the Object 705A, 1,266 went to the Conqueror, and 1,166 went to 15JG52Brauer. He fired 14 rounds in this game, 6 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, 20 splash, damage of 2,923 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he did get 4,091 hit points of stun assist off 19 stuns, and that's more damage than he did the last time off stun assist. 66,152 credits from the battle, 33,076 from personal reserves, a total of 99,227 altogether, and after ammunition and consumables, he took away 52,487 credits profit. 1,749 XP, he got 2,000 for completing a mission, that's free XP, 1,749 from personal reserves, took away 3,498 experience points altogether. So 2 very different games. Let's win 8 on this one, but both battles got exactly the same in terms of the fact that they actually picked up a Confederate and an ace tanker. So I hope you enjoyed both those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm.
Paw. 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 Rhea, look. Paw. New paw. Rhea, paw. Paw. Look. Paw.
And of course, do let other people know that not only does this channel exist, but we've also got a sister channel called The General, where you can watch great replays without any commentary whatsoever to distract you. Thanks for watching.